When we think of Vincent van Gogh, the first things that come to mind are his colourful landscapes, vibrant skies, and sunflowers that seem to burn with shades of yellow. However, one of his most curious and renowned paintings deviates entirely from this. It is Skull of a Skeleton with Burning Cigarette, a piece that depicts a simple yet unsettling image, a human skull smoking a cigarette. What's most intriguing is that, to this day, the meaning of this painting remains a mystery. For nearly 200 years since it was created, no one has been able to fully understand this painting. Why a skeleton? Why a cigarette? What was Van Gogh trying to tell us with this peculiar image? Just a few months before painting this skeleton, Vincent had suffered a significant personal loss, the death of his father, Theodorus van Gogh, in March. This deeply affected Vincent, adding to a series of emotional and financial struggles that had been haunting him for years. In addition to this grief, Van Gogh had been forced to leave Nuenen, his hometown, due to a local scandal. He had impregnated one of his models, which led to the community's rejection of him, particularly from the local parish priest, who refused to allow women to pose for him. This combination of personal and professional conflicts pushed him to seek a fresh start in Antwerp. In his new life in Belgium, Van Gogh lived in precarious conditions. He resided in a small apartment above a paint shop and survived thanks to financial support from his brother Theo, who sent him small sums of money. These, however, were barely enough to cover the essentials. Vincent spent most of it on art supplies, subsisting on a minimal diet of bread, coffee, and tobacco, something that likely worsened his already fragile health condition. During his time in Antwerp, Vincent enrolled in the Royal Academy of Fine Arts, an institution renowned for its traditional approach to art education. At that time, and presumably still today, it was common for art students to dedicate countless hours to studying human skeletons to master anatomy. However, Van Gogh did not share the enthusiasm for this teaching method. For him, these classes were boring and uninformative. In one of his letters, he mentioned that these lessons did not provide the knowledge he sought, as he disagreed with the academic approach of the time. It was in this context that Van Gogh painted his famous smoking skeleton. Some art historians interpret this work as a satire aimed at the conservative academic practices of the Academy. The inclusion of a cigarette in the skeleton's mouth can be seen as a mockery of the rigidity of anatomy lessons. It's somewhat akin to when we were kids in school and doodled in our textbooks out of boredom, but Van Gogh did it with more flair. This interpretation is the most widely accepted and is further supported by Van Gogh's well-known habit of smoking. However, this is not entirely clear. Another theory suggests that the painting could be a vanitas, an artistic genre that was especially popular in the Netherlands during the 17th century. These works often included symbols such as skulls, hourglasses, withered flowers, or extinguished candles, with the purpose of reminding viewers of the fleeting nature of life and the inevitability of death. The term vanitas comes from the Latin phrase vanitas vanitatum, which translates to vanity of vanities, emphasizing the futility of earthly pleasures in the face of life's certain end. In Van Gogh's case, we already know the context in which this painting was created. The death of his father was not only an emotional blow, but also a stark reminder of life's fragility, a theme he might have explored through this work. Moreover, Van Gogh's health was also in a delicate state at the time. His extremely poor diet, combined with his habits, led to significant physical deterioration. This may have fueled a sense of impending mortality, making him more aware of his own body and its inevitable decline. If we interpret the painting as a vanitas, the cigarette in the skeleton's mouth could take on an even deeper meaning. It could represent the fleeting and self-destructive pleasures, like smoking, which contrast sharply with the inevitability of death symbolized by the skull. The Van Gogh Museum itself, where the painting is currently housed, describes it as just a joke. This interpretation supports the theory that the painting was simply a humorous critique of the drawing classes at the Academy of Antwerp, which Vincent found boring. However, this joke has sparked centuries of debate and interpretations. Van Gogh's ability to convey complex emotions and symbolism in his works leads many to question whether this smoking skeleton is really just that, a joke. But as I say in the title of this video, no one fully understands this painting. It could indeed have been a joke, or perhaps a much deeper message about the passage of life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. In 2008, this skeleton gained renewed fame when it was featured on the cover of David Sedaris' essay collection, When You Are Engulfed in Flames. Among other eclectic stories, the book recounted the author's journey to quit smoking. It became a very popular book, and for years, every time I passed by a bookstore, this peculiar skeleton would peek out from the display windows. If you'd like to have an exact reproduction of this painting in your home, you can now purchase it from our website. By shopping on our website, you'll be supporting us to continue creating videos like this, while also getting a timeless collector's piece for your home. Shipping is free worldwide, and you'll also have the option to get it as a phone case. That way, you can not only protect your device, but carry a piece of art with you wherever you go. The link is in the description. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.